I'm Tom Connolly, your local leadership coach. So last week, I challenged you to capture what you want to do less or more, or start anew, or completely get rid of. And so when do we find time to do these things if we figure out we need to do something? We'd all like more time. We cannot create time and we can't stop time, but we can control what we want to do with that time. We hear plenty of platitudes about how we should use our time better. But what we don't do is we don't help people and teach people how to make the best of their time, how to make better use of their time. The problem is that we must evaluate the events that are put into our time, that fill our time, which means both at work and at home. We can't control time, but we can analyze those events and decide if we can control an event. There are 4 types of events that we want to look at, that we want to figure out. Those we cannot control. The sun rises, the weather changes, those things. We age. We can't control those things, but we can adapt to them. And then there are those we cannot control, but we can, like interruptions at work. We can control those. We'll figure that out. Third, those that we can control, but we don't. And that's just a discipline thing. And there are much more of those than we admit, but we can do more with that. There is a 4th one that is the things we think we can control, but we can't. And those require a reality check. Like, what do people think about us? To tell you the truth, most people don't think about us, okay? So sometimes we just need a reality check. And then the 5th one is there are events we can control, and we do. And there's where we can make a huge difference, right? So understanding the categories of events that fall into our lives allows us to understand the problems that we need to solve in order to improve the quality of our life. When we control events, we ensure those events align with our values, and that's congruity. Now, congruity is experiencing balance, harmony, and appropriateness with the events in our lives. I don't use the term balance very much. I don't like it. I think it's overused, and it gives the impression that everything every day should be balanced. But the fact of the matter is that life isn't like that. Everything isn't balanced every day. Some days it's all work. And some days it's weighted toward family. And sometimes it's very physical, and sometimes it's intellectual and spiritual. Sometimes it's all about what's urgent. And sometimes, hopefully most of the time, it's not about what's urgent. That's the great thing about life. We get to decide what goes in it and how much. So this week, consider the events in your life. Specifically, think about the events you can control but aren't controlling. Let's figure that out, and we'll carry it forward to another conversation. Remember, all things are possible with prayer and heavy deadlifts.